Hello, my friends. Welcome to my spiritual sanctuary. My name is Sandra. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, and happy Feng Shui Friday. It is also a full moon and partial lunar eclipse in Taurus today. So that is the theme of our Feng Shui Friday. And I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to do a special reading for everyone for the full moon eclipse and the eclipse season kickoff, which starts today. We also have a solar eclipse on, December 4th in Sagittarius. So this is kicking off the eclipse season, and just to kind of talk for a moment about the full moon and the partial lunar eclipse today. That was at 5:04 Eastern Standard Time, and adjust that accordingly wherever you are. So this full moon lunar eclipse is all about releasing what no longer serves you. And some things will be automatically eclipsed out of your life. You won't even have to give it a second thought. And some of those things may be your foundations, because Taurus is about, it's an earth sign, and Taurus is about solid foundations. And if you know anything about earth signs, they don't like change, and they get comfortable in their earth element, and they like it that way, just to stay in the status quo. They're very grounded and very stable and work-oriented and very good work ethic. And so therefore any change or transformation or transition that erupts can really put a Taurus out of kilter. When we combine that with Scorpio, the season that we're in right now, which is water, Scorpio is about deep transformation, going deep with the emotions. Well, Taurus doesn't like that very much, okay? Because Taurus is all about the 3D life of work, and create solid foundations. And basically, the deep transformation is not a characteristic of a Scorpio, of a Taurus, I mean. So we're in an interesting time where we're going to be challenged with our deep emotions based on the water element. And with the water element, we sometimes experience heightened intuition, heightened fear, going deep within for answers and transformation. So those types of things may be surfacing in your life now that we're in the Scorpio season. We will be moving out of Scorpio the next week. So around, I think it's the 21st, 22nd, somewhere around there, we move into Sagittarius, which is a fire sign. Which things should, when we have fire and earth, together, then the fire creates earth. And so therefore, you might be experiencing over the course of the next couple of days some uncertainty, being unstable, not really knowing where you're going, not real clear, not a lot of clarity. Because when we have water and earth together, it's kind of like mud, all right? And it's not clear water. So therefore, our mind is not clear at that point. And so we have to kind of look at what the energy is around us and see how the decisions that we're making are affecting our foundations and also our emotional side. So we're clear that we can take a pause, we can take a break, keep still for a while, and wait till this passes, okay? So I thought I would do a special reading today for the Scorpio season. And by the way, happy birthday to all the Scorpios out there. I did your Scorpio reading earlier this week, and I did say happy birthday to everybody. Let me say it again, okay, Scorpio? So we're getting to the end of your birthday season. I hope it was a good one for you. So I wanted to do a reading that would help people with this transition for today on Feng Shui Friday, and help you to get clarity. Let's ask Spirit what Spirit wants you to know for clarity during this time as we're moving into eclipse season. Now, the effects of eclipse season can last a while, so we're going to be in this energy for a while. So the things may disappear out of your life, and let them go, because oftentimes rejection is protection, okay? And sometimes things need to get cleared away in order for the new to come in, and that's what's trying to happen, is that you are probably receiving insights as far as what you would like to change and what you would like to keep in your life. And just know that Venus is the planet for Taurus. So it's about the heart and really getting clear on what is it that you want moving forward out of the November, December, as we're closing in on the end of the year. What does your heart want? Okay. It's asking us to have the passion in our lives that maybe has been lacking. We've all been through a lot with COVID. We've all lost people. There's been a lot of sickness and illness. There's a lot of reevaluation of our lives, because we realize that life is very short. And there's no sense in doing things or being around people, places, and things that we're not passionate about, okay? So this is what this eclipse season is asking you to do, is to get clear on what is it that you really, really, truly have passion for, and then allow that to come forward as things get eclipsed out of your life. So let's take a look today and see what the reading says. We'll bring in the Holy Spirit of the white light, our guides, our guardians, our angels, archangels, ancestors for this reading today. For everyone, the collective out there, no signs, just everyone who's listening today. And what is the message that Spirit would like everybody to know as we are embracing this full moon and the partial lunar eclipse in Taurus today? And what is it that we should know moving forward that would help everybody to get some clarity around their lives, their businesses, their relationships, their health, everything in their life? Spirit, let us receive the message with gratitude and thanks for the highest good of all concerned and the world at large, so that everybody who's listening to this message today receives peace, prosperity, and abundance in ways unimaginable, okay? Let's do a quick prayer protection before we get started, for everybody listening today and for myself. In nomine Padre et Filii et Spiritus Sancti, Abimele Spiritus, Abimele Spiritus, Abimele Spiritus, in nomine Jesu Christi, Amen. Thank you, Spirit. All right, we're going to get started on our reading on Feng Shui Friday today. I'm going to be using a deck called the Akashic Tarot, and this one's by Sharon Ann Klinger and Sandra Ann Taylor. And I have used this one in the past. I really love it. It's working with the Akashic records, so it really goes deep, like Scorpio's season, for the messages that may be lifetimes that you've encountered, okay? And bringing that information forward to help you in this lifetime as we're moving forward. All right, Spirit, what is it that you would like? Oh my goodness, those just came right out. Okay, we've got our cards. I'm going to stop there. I usually pick 3, but Spirit wanted us to take 4. So, interesting. Our first card that flew out of the deck is setting your course. It's the 3 of Scrolls. Setting your course. It's equivalent to the 3 of Wands in the traditional tarot. Waiting for your ships to come in, being on the lookout for setting your course, right? The man is looking with a telescope into the sea because he's looking for the approaching ships coming in. And if we equate that to our treasures of today, we're waiting for that opportunity to come forward. We're waiting for maybe prosperity or some money to come forward. Maybe we're wanting a relationship in our life, but we're setting our course forward for something, okay, as we are seeing in this card. Our sails are up, we're in the boat, there's rainbows all around us, and we are looking out into the sea to see what's coming for us. Perfect card for what I had talked about just a minute ago. Card number 1. All right, let's see what card number 2 is. 8 of Scrolls. 8 of Wands. Paths unknown. Look there's a couple of paths that you can take. This woman is standing there looking at both of them. Which path will I take? Which path will I go down to find my happiness? If you'll notice, there's a basket with many, I think 8 different scrolls of plans. So 8 different choices. 8 different choices that are right in the basket next to her, and she's got her sights looking into the pathways saying, where am I going to go? Where am I going? So we have 2 cards of looking at our future and not knowing what's coming or where we're going, okay? And that may be your situation too. So you may not know where you're going next. And if that's the case, then this reading is for you, because that's what we're trying to find out. So let's see what setting your course is all about. So there's a captain of a ship that's standing on the forward bridge and surveying the horizons through a telescope. There's 2 officers nearby, referred to unrolled chart. A rainbow colors the sky. So this is a time to broaden your horizons in both your personal and business life. Don't limit yourself to only one direction. Your opportunities are greater than just what you see. When you widen your scope, you'll find limitless options and boundless wealth. Well, that sounds pretty promising. And this card also shows a potential partnership or an affiliation among 3 people who can be helpful on your path. This card also indicates travel or relocation may be on the agenda for you. So close your eyes for a moment and imagine you are a ship upon the sea. The wind has filled your sails and you cut through the water with ease. Feel the exhilaration of boundless freedom and the assurance of going wherever your will drives you. Where are you headed? So feel free to listen to this video again and then record your answer, okay? Let's take a look at the Eight of Scrolls. Paths unknown. Woodland animals gather around a woman who stands in a small clearing in the forest. The fork before her breaks into three separate paths. The middle is clear and bright, the left is much darker and more trees and growth, and the right is dappled by sunlight with a few shadows falling here and there across it. So this card reveals that you've been traveling on a path that's known to you, and it shows you the way to the expected outcomes. But there are two other paths that aren't as clear. Remember, if you stay with only the known and seemingly safe, you won't catch the unseen opportunities that can come your way. Some options may be unexpected and perhaps a little risky. Don't be so attached to your agenda that you miss them. Happily, during this phase, you can investigate unknown paths and make the decision that lie before you with confidence. You are flexible and brave enough to step into the shadows. Stay alert. Extraordinary opportunities abound in the least expected places. Okay, so there you have it. That's perfect Scorpio. Things, opportunities, people, places, and things that are showing up in the most unexpected places. Close your eyes and see a path cloaked in shadow before you. It might be a little scary because it's unknown. Step right into the shadow and feel yourself fill with the excitement of uncertainty and unknown opportunity. Are you ready for a surprise? Maybe? Let's see what next card we have coming up. We have the Muse, but it's in reverse. And I will read these cards upright and in reverse, okay? So as you can see, the Muse is in reverse. If it was upright, it would look like this, but it is in the reverse. So it's a card of 15. In the regular tarot, that's the Devil card. So what we're seeing here is the Muse is in reverse, which means it's a release of the devil, a release of addiction, the release of negativity, okay? Somebody is releasing something. And it also is a major arcana card because it's 15. And that is when the universe comes in and makes the change. So it won't be by choice. The universal flow is making this change. So get ready for this change that's coming for you. Because in reverse, the card means if you've been trying to give birth to a creative project, the labor pains are probably not over. Regardless of the type of endeavor, from a new business to a poem, you may be feeling caught in the proverbial writer's block. So there's a block. With your ingenuity at a low ebb, even if inspiration does trigger your creative action, there may be outside obstacles that hold your project at bay. Try not to be too dismayed, though. This is only a passing phase, and you'll be able to handle it well if you don't resist the energy at hand. For now, let yourself move into a more receptive state and gather your resources. The time for you to use them will soon be at hand. So, just a small delay of obstacles that are around you, and just know that there is a reason for it. Go ahead and close your eyes and touch in with the force of inspiration and pure potential. A swirl of music, beauty, movement, and imagination flow through you and around you now, and you can give birth to any possibility. Feel this power of creation come forth in you now. Okay. Next, we've got 4 cards. Next, we have the One of Scrolls. So that's a new beginning. So now that we have gone through paths unknown, setting your course, releasing the blocks and the obstacles, the devil energy, now we are ready for on track. Okay, so it is a progression. It is a sequence, let's just say. It is a sequence. And this sequence cannot be changed. So, you know, unfortunately, divine timing has to allow the flow to happen. But be ready for it, because it is coming, and it's going to get you back on track again. And this card was in the upright, okay? So, as you can see, this is a man. It's a man at a train station, and he's looking over his shoulder at the signs that point to other tracks. But he has already looked at his maps and made his decision where he's going. He lifts his foot to step onto the train. Though travel or a move can be indicated by this card, the meaning is often about your choices and directions. You may have been ambivalent about taking a certain track in your life with regard to a project, a relationship, a career, directive, or even a location. But now it's time to decide. Now is the time. Even if you've not quite assured as you like to be, the engine is smoking, and there is a direction that compels you. So get on board. You will not falter. So close your eyes, take a deep breath, and say, I am back on track. Feel the clarity of that declaration and let that energy fill you. As the state of readiness moves through you, sense just one simple action that will realign you with your purpose. That's really awesome. Really, really awesome. So the goal here is to set your course, to decide what your path will be. Release any obstacles, and you may have some kind of a delay, which is okay. And then you're going to move forward on track. Let's see what comes next. All right, Spirit, what card should I use next? We're going to use, let's use the Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. Let's see what the Energy Oracle says. Spirit, what is it that my subscribers or my listeners will need to know next? All right, we have 5 cards that came out. Let's see what they say. The sun, which is the brightest, the best card in the deck. Once you're on track, you're going to experience the sun, which is another major arcana card. It's a 1, it's a new beginning. You see how beautiful that is? That sun that's shining bright, and that woman is just basking in the water, and it's a bright sunny day, everything's growing. So after you move through setting your course, paths unknown, releasing and getting past the delays, you will be on track, you will know where you're going, and you're going to experience abundance and prosperity with that sun. It's going to be beautiful. Then we have 51, healer of the ages. And you are a healer. If you're watching me, you're a healer. And a healer you will become if you're not already that. That could be one of your choices, is the universe is asking you to step into your healer modality. Okay? You will be healed if you need it at that particular time. You will see how that man has the sun in his heart. It's just radiating love. He's got a golden aura around him, which is true health and abundance, and the divine flow coming into the 7th chakra of the crown and radiating down into the entire chakra system. He is at his top ascension game. 51, when we reduce it to 6, is all about community and service to humanity, is the way I look at it. So you'll be helping and teaching and healing others at that particular time, in whatever way you choose. Well, there's a broken heart that comes next that you'll be healing. 9 is the ending of a cycle, so your heart may have been broken in the past, and that may be what the delay was in the process, okay? The muse in the reverse. It could have been a broken heart that held you back, okay? And 9 is the ending of a cycle, though. So just know that that is ending. And once you are done with that, healing of the healer of the ages, then your broken heart will be the end of that particular cycle, because what comes next is Cornucopia. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful. 11. That is having everything you've possibly wanted in your life. Love, relationships. It's like the, excuse me, 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups and the original Tarot. It's having all of the cornucopia of life at your fingertips, at your disposal. Look at how beautiful that is. And that's where you're heading after you heal that broken heart. And part of this process will be 21, creating a strategy, okay? A plan for your course and getting back on track. And you'll be planning a strategy forward after you receive all of your abundance on how to move forward past whatever has been before you. So the strategy for life could also be a strategy of happiness and joy, and it could be a strategy or a journal log of how you did it, right? How you overcame that broken heart. You're creating a journal so that you can document the entire process that you went through. Maybe even write a book on your strategy for healing, becoming that healer of a broken heart, stepping into the sun and receiving all the cornucopia after you went through this entire process. So it could be that you're going to pen a book around this whole thing. And that is a possibility that you may want to consider. 3 is a card of ascended masters coming in to help you, and it is the divine coming in as a trinity. So I would spend time in prayer and meditation around that, because that may be something that you are divinely guided to do. Let's finish off with some healing cards for this full moon in Taurus and partial lunar eclipse. And then I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you enjoyed your reading this evening and got a lot of insights out of that. Now, this is my double healing deck, and it's a combination of the Saints and the Angels Oracle and Messages from the Angels Oracle by Doreen Virtue. So let's see what the angels would like to say as far as what is it more healing information that you need to know as you're moving forward. Okay. Okay, emotions. So, of course, with a broken heart, we're looking at emotions. So you'll be working with your emotional side to heal that broken heart. So any work that you can do around your emotions is going to help you heal that. God wants you to know that you have love all around you, as we can see by the sun, the healer of the ages, as the Cornucopia, and just beautiful energy around you that's radiating to help you go through this process. Indriel says, you are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love, like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. Yep, you are a light worker. You're a healer. Of course, we see that here. Whoop. That darn Muse card in reverse. We're just kicking that out of here. We're done with that, right? We're done with those obstacles and delays and the devilish ways, the darker energies. You're stepping into your light work. God needs you to shine your divine light like an angel upon the earth, and it's time for you to do that. Marriage. St. Catherine of Alexandria is telling you to work on either your marriage, relationship. That may be one of the paths that you're taking down the road of a new relationship, right? And you're healing it. You're healing that broken heart. Marriage, or you're stepping into a marriage of a partnership, business, relationship. Some way, shape, or form marriage is involved. Only you know what the answer is that. So I'm just going to leave it there for you. All right. I think that concludes our message for this evening. And I hope that was helpful for everybody out there. If you would like to take this deeper and we can get some more definitive life path information with an astrology session or another tarot card reading going directly in, please go ahead and email me at myspiritualsanctuaryinfo@gmail.com. Sign on to my email list. This is my website, myspiritualsanctuary.com. There is a link below for my email list and also for my Facebook private group. So please join in. We'd love to have you be a part of the community. And I hope that everybody is really stepping into their power now in relation to this full moon tonight and the partial lunar eclipse. Allowing yourself to step into your authenticity and moving into your passions, figuring out what the course is, looking at the paths unknown, getting back on track with your passions, being who you are in your soul essence. The sun, the cornucopia, everything, love, everything is on your side. God is asking you to step into your light worker role, shining light bright, to the world at hand. Clear those negative emotions. You may have a little bit of a pause while you're going through this. May want to pen a book or even write things down in a journal about your process, because whatever process that you are experiencing is what can help others, okay? And we have from November until the end of the year, but it doesn't matter when you find this reading. These readings are timeless. The message is still the same. If you were guided a year from now to read this message, just know that you're in the right place for it, okay? Energy is fluid, it is not linear. So just know that it's the right time when you find it. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it there with you tonight. I want to wish everybody a happy Feng Shui Friday today. Thank you for spending time with me. I hope this was a special reading for you and you did receive some valuable information from the reading. And if not, come back again. Please like, share, and subscribe before you leave today. Hit the thumbs up and the bell notification on the side so you're notified of my next video that comes out next Friday, or anything I do next week or in the future. Okay, so until we meet again, my friends, I just want to say I'm sending love, blessings, and hope for your eclipse season ahead, and I wish you well, and I'll see you next Friday. Okay, namaste, my friends.